Hello, Chiquita here, your personal encourager. So let's talk candidly about college, all right? So you see the title, I regret my college decision. It's not so much that I regret going to college, which that's a whole nother topic, but I regret my college decision because I have all the loans and no degree, right? And the reason I have all the loans and no degree is because of me listening to everyone else tell me what I should go to college for and what I shouldn't go to college for, okay? For the longest time, I wanted to go to college. I knew getting out of school, I knew in elementary school, I wanted to be an actress, okay? And I decided I was going to go to school for acting. I was going to go to school for theater, right? So telling people my dream, this is why we cannot tell people big size dreams, okay? It's okay with telling people small size dreams. Even that sometimes people are like, well, this and this and that. But this is why it's so important to keep your dreams to yourself unless you know that the person you're sharing it with has just as much faith as you do about things that seem impossible, okay? So sharing my dream with dream snatchers is what, people are. And even a lot of these people, sometimes they don't have the intent of discouraging you, but that's what it does, right? So sharing my dream of going to school to be an actress, in doing so, this is the line that I heard the most, okay? Well, you should go to school for something you can get a for sure job in. With acting, you never know how it'll turn out. You just never know. But I always heard that you should go to school for something you're going to get a for sure job in. And although you try to stay encouraged and keep up the faith, no, this is what I want to do. I want to go to school for this. Eventually, if you keep hearing something, right? If you keep hearing it, okay? Faith comes by hearing and hearing by the word of God. But faith comes by hearing. If you keep hearing something, you are eventually going to believe it. It's going to eventually take effect. Okay, this is why repetition is so important, even in learning something and teaching someone something, right? If you start a new job, okay, and you don't know the ins and outs of this job, right? But you learn and you get better by doing it over and over again. Learning a new language, you learn it by doing over and over again. Hearing, well, you just don't know how that might turn out. It's not for sure. That's the doubt, right? That's the doubt that people project on you, right? You start to believe it. So lo and behold, I start to say to myself, well, yeah, maybe that is true. Maybe I'll focus on that in another way, but I'll go to school for something else. So here I am now. I set out on this journey to see what else I like doing. Okay. I went to school for hair once upon a time because I like doing hair as a hobby. I used to do my family members' hair and stuff like that. I like doing it as a hobby. I went to school for that. Okay. Didn't finish. Because I like doing hair, but I don't like doing it every day. I don't want to make it a profession. I stopped. Well, I do like teeth. I like clean teeth. I like nice teeth, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'm going to go to school to be a dental hygienist. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I enrolled in school for that. You know what? Why not just go ahead and be a full dentist? Why stop at a dental hygienist, right? So I switched over to that. Then, I don't know. I think at that point I kind of fell off school because first of all, that's not what I really wanted to do anyway. So I don't know how I think that was a part of my foolish decision phase as well, being in toxic relationships. And, when you're in toxic relationships, so many things go wrong. So my grades were failing, different things like that. Long story short, I stopped doing that, right? Okay, here it is again. Maybe a year or two later, you know what? I'm going to go back to school. I'm going to get something. I'm going to finish school. Still, because that doubt had now taken its place deep within me, right? I'm going to go to school for something I can get a for sure job in. So you know what? I'm going to go to school for human services. I mean, people always need services. There's always a job for something like that, dealing with people, right? I'm going to go to school for that. I enroll in school for that. Okay, going. I started looking into other programs. Nah, I don't think I want to do that anymore. You know what? I can go to school for sociology. It's still dealing with people. I like that, Okay, yeah, I'll do that. That didn't last long. Then again, guys, I think I switched to something else. I can't even remember the other thing I switched to. Oh, yeah. I ended up going to school for massage therapy. Hey, this is something I can go to school for a few months. I can get my certificate, whatever, and I can do this. I'll have a for sure job, okay? Didn't finish that program. But what I'm not thinking deeply about, what I'm not thinking deeply enough about, I would say that, is that all this switching, all this stopping school and starting again, I'm applying for financial aid. And hey, the Department of Education is like, yeah, go to school, get these loans so we can tack on this interest. You know what I'm saying? They're happy. They're good. Oh, you still have money. Come on, apply for this, apply for that. Okay. So I did massage therapy, didn't finish that. I went for medical billing and coding. Yeah, guys, I'm going somewhere with this, okay? This whole trail, I'm going somewhere. It's leading somewhere. So I went to school for medical billing and coding. I didn't finish that. The reason, honestly, why I didn't finish that, because I could have, okay? But I didn't finish that because I was pregnant at that time. And when I went into labor, I had my son, and I just didn't go back. I didn't finish. Anyway, so, okay, let's fast forward. All of this has taken place, guys, I graduated school in 2002. I went to college right after, okay? Let me not forget, I went to college, Clark Atlanta University, to be exact, for journalism, mass communication, once upon a time. Financial aid, something was going on with that. I didn't understand it. My parents didn't understand it. This is one of the sad things about the college students, but especially the Black community. We don't have enough understanding when it comes to college and loans and different things like that. And I didn't understand it. I was clueless about these things. I didn't know that I needed my mom to apply for certain things. I just didn't know. So I stopped going there, and that's when I started going to a technical college for cosmetology, okay? So all of this takes place from 2002, because I graduated in 2002, up until now, honestly. It is 2025, okay? Lord. So 2017, I remember, I'm all in. 2013 actually. I am all in, okay? I decide after switching my major again, I want to go to school for psychology, because you know what? That is one thing that I do enjoy, that I do find interesting. I do like the therapy side of things. I do like talking to people. So I start there, right? I'm doing well, guys. I am doing so good. Well, all of a sudden, what happened? Oh gosh, what happened? I had to stop going there. Yes, I had to stop going there because I ran out of financial aid money. I ran out of my cap for the major that I was going for. So I don't know who knows this, and most of you probably do, if you've dealt with college and all of that. But if you're going to school for psychology, if you're going to school to be a doctor, whatever the case may be, there is a certain amount of money there's a cap for that, okay? So they'll say, the Department of Education or whatever will say, well, to go to school for psychology, it should take about this much. It should take about $80,000. Let's say that. To go to school for a doctor, I'm just guesstimating. I've never done that. It should take about $150,000. Like I said, I'm just guesstimating. But that's a cap, right? So I had reached my cap. I was doing so well. My GPA was excellent. I had like a 3.8. I was doing well in school, and they reach out to me and tell me, well, you've reached your financial aid cap, so now you'll have to start paying for school. I'm devastated because I'm doing so well. This is from 2017 to 2018. I'm doing so well. Guys, I'm like, well, I'm a single mom. I'm struggling. I had just gotten out of a bad relationship. I couldn't pay, let's see, my credits. All in all, it would be like $3,000 and something for a whole semester. And they would break it down for me to pay monthly. I couldn't do that. I wasn't even staying on my own. I was living with someone else trying to get a place. Okay. Anyway, roll around to, I don't know, what was it? 2019. I say, man, I really want to go back to school. I really want to go back to school. I was desperate. I say, come on, I want to get back in there. I'm going to start paying on it, right? I enroll. And I'm thinking to myself, I didn't think this through. So I say, no, I'm not going to go. I'm going to stop. But I had already enrolled in classes. And guess what? I had already missed the deadline to drop my classes and not be charged for those classes that I had already enrolled in. So now I have a debt of $3,400 something with this school because I enrolled with plans and intent to stay in school. But then when I looked at my finances again, okay, the way my bank account was set up, the bank account was like, nah, girl, you and these bills, no, it ain't gonna happen. Okay. And I'm like, man, so it was too late. I dropped the courses, but I didn't know that I had dropped them a few days too late, guys. Excuse me. I don't know. Every time I do a video, I have these sniffles out of nowhere. Forgive me, guys. Okay. I am not disgusting. Anyway, so I'm like, man, so here I have this. I can't do anything about it. I can't, I'm making small payments whatever I can. All right. So fast forward to 2024. 2021, I get married, praise God, to a wonderful husband. He's in the Navy. Okay. And I'm like, so some of you might know where I'm going with this. He has the GI Bill. Okay. He's doing some schooling and he just finished. And so I'm like, well, let me wait and see, when I'm prepared. So 2024, I say, hey, I'm going to go ahead and re-enroll in school. And praise God, I was able to use his GI Bill, what he had left, okay, to transfer to me to go to school for free. Well, that freeness ran out in March, actually end of February, this year, end of February 2025. So I have one more year to finish to get my psychology degree so I can go on and do, get into being a therapist. Okay. And well, I have to do a little bit extra to be an actual therapist, but I'm just saying I have one more year to finish my bachelor's degree, but I ran out of free money and I don't have any more loans to take out and I don't want to take any more loans out. Okay. I am about $83,000 in debt and I don't have anything to show for it. Why? And this is the end result of this trail that I just took you guys on. Why don't I have anything to show for it? Because in the very beginning, I didn't go to school for what I really wanted to go for. I listened to everybody who had an opinion about what I should do with my life tell me what I should go to school for and what I shouldn't go to school for. When if I would have gone to school for what I really wanted to go for what I really had a passion for doing, I wouldn't be sharing this message with you today. But I guess in a sense, hey, it's a good thing that I'm able to share this message with you today, because I can now encourage you to not listen to people tell you what you should go to school for if you want to go to school. If you even want to go to school, guys, college is not everything, okay? College is not everything. There's nothing wrong with getting a trade for something you want to do, getting a trade in business, in engineering, in cosmetology, and then opening up your own business. There's nothing wrong with that. Unless you know what you want to do, don't go to college unless you really know what you want to do. Yes, some things take a college degree. Being a doctor, you need to go to school for that, right? Even with that, they don't teach you everything you need to know, okay? But being a doctor, you need to go to school for that, all right? But don't get all those loans if you don't know. And here's another thing. All those people who had an opinion, okay? All those people who had an opinion about what I should do and what I shouldn't, they are not offering to pay any of those loans that I have right now. Nobody's saying, you know what? I did tell you shouldn't go to school for this. And I did contribute to the confusion in your life and the doubt about what you should go to school for. I did do that. So you know what? I'm going to give you some money on that. I'm going to at least contribute something because I feel kind of bad. I guarantee you those people haven't thought about them contributing to my doubt and my confusion and snatching my dream. I just want to encourage you guys. I really pray this encourages someone, okay? And no, it's not too late, but you'll save yourself a world of financial trouble, by just doing what you want to do in the first place. So this message is for the young people who have not gone to college yet, but also people who are starting college and people who are probably in college right now, who are confused about what they want to do, and people who are in the place right now where I am. If you still have monies left, if you don't mind taking out a loan, go and do what you really want to do, okay? But don't take another step towards college. Don't take another steps towards taking out a loan that you're going to have to pay back with interest on top of it, okay? Until you really figure out what you want to do. That's why I encourage my kids. I tell my kids, look, you don't have to go to college. I'm not that parent that says, go to college, get a job, get a good degree, and live the American dream, because that American dream is, okay? Anyway, I tell them it's nothing but get a trade. That's what I always say. If you don't go to college, get a trade. That way you can have the skills that you need to do what you need to do, okay? So guys, again, I really hope this encouraged you. All right. Share this, like, subscribe, however you want to do it. Okay. But you guys have a blessed day. All right. Bye.